Hi and welcome back to another video. Now this channel, as you know, is all about cars. And one of the biggest things that you're going to face when owning your own car is the garage bill. And we like to show you ways of trying to reduce the costs of those garage bills by doing things yourself. Now, I'm no mechanic and I use YouTube to learn a lot of things about cars on how to fix things, and that's exactly what we did on this particular occasion, and we changed the fuel injector, the diesel fuel injector on my son's Volkswagen Golf. Now it's something I've never done, and I just want to show you the difference between doing it yourself as opposed to the costs it would be if you go to a garage, and the costs and savings that you can make by doing it yourself. And in the course of this video I'll go through the facts and figures on the savings that we made by doing it ourselves, and also where we source the parts from. So that's a big thing, is knowing where to get the parts from at a good price. That you're halfway there by doing it yourself and saving the labour costs. Again, that's another big saving that you're going to have as opposed to going to the garage. So before we go any further, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and if you like the video, hit the like button, because that does really help with the channel. And what we'll do is I'll go through the situation that we had with the Volkswagen Golf and how we resolved it. Now the first thing was there was an issue with the injector. The car was limping, if you like, stuttering about. So we put the diagnostics that we've got onto the car and indicated that injector 1 had failed. So we did the process of changing the injector. Now I wish I had been able to make a video on that. We never had the opportunity at that particular time to do so, but there are a few other things that came about whilst doing that job, and things that I want to talk to you about and how we resolve them. Now let's get this. So this is the diesel fuel injector, and like I say, on the diagnostic it said that the diesel injector had failed. So we sourced out a part, and in the process of changing the injector we broke the clamp that was holding the injector in place, and on top of that we broke a clip from the fuel line cable that's on the common rail. Now these clip into the injector, and it feeds the fuel into the injector from the main fuel line. One of these clips, you can see here, had snapped off whilst we was taking it out, and this is what we're going to be replacing today. What we'll do is, in a moment I'll show you how we replaced it, and we'll go through the costs and the savings and where we got the parts from, and show you the difference between doing it yourself, going to a garage, and hopefully saving you a lot of money in the process. I'll show you the clamp that we broke. Let's just get it here on this tray. So this is the clamp, and as you can see it snapped whilst we was taking it out. This is a little bit that came off. Now they are made of cast iron, and cast iron is notably brittle, so be careful when you are taking out the injector, otherwise you'll snap it. Now it's not the end of the world, and this is what I want to try and get across to you. It's about knowing what your limitations are. Now in the BMW videos that we did about the rebuild of the engine, obviously I'm not a mechanic, so I'm not going to attempt to take out an engine and rebuild it, but simple tasks, if you like, or tasks that are within everybody's ability, I would imagine, and it's just having the confidence to have a go. And by having a go, the amount of money that you can save just on those is quite considerable. Now, yes, we made a couple of mistakes along the way, but it's not the end of the world. That clamp didn't really cost a lot to replace, and neither did the fuel line, because of the clips. And like I say, we'll go through all those figures, but what I'm trying to point out is, have a go yourself. What's the worst thing that can happen? You don't fix it, and it's got to go to the garage anyway. You had a go, and you did repair it. You saved yourself a fair bit of money. And I'm going to show you now how we put the fuel line back together. Okay, so we're putting the clips in that hold the fuel return line. So you put the flat bit in first at the top, that goes in just there, and push that tight and home. So then the clips then push in and are firmly in place. So now we're putting the fuel line back in. They just clip onto the top of the injectors. It can be a bit fiddly. And the last one. Feed it through from where it came, follow the same route. And there we go, the new fuel line fitted. Okay then, so a final check before we start the car up. Just make sure everything's on tight, there's no leaks, everything's in place where it should be, which it is. So let's start it up. Okay, that seems to have worked, and the car is now running. Okay then, so as you can see from the video, the putting the replacement fuel return line on, got the car started, and everything's working perfectly fine. We took it for a test drive, got the fuel pressure up, come back, put the diagnostics on the car, cleared the codes, redid it, and the code didn't come back. So everything's working fine and a job well done. So how much did it cost us to actually doing it ourselves, and as opposed to what it would be to a garage? Now we did a few inquiries, and at the top end of the price bracket, about £800 for brand new injector, labour costs plus VAT. Now we did look at other alternatives where we could source the part ourselves brand new, and I think the cheapest we could find was about £378, and obviously then you'd have to have it fitted by a garage plus VAT, so we're looking at about £500 at that, doing it that way. So it cost us £180, so at the top end we've saved 620, as opposed to the lower end of the saving would be £320. So either way, we saved quite a lot of money. It cost us £180 to actually do the job. Now we did get the part from a place called City Spares in Birmingham. When we called them up, they sold us the part for £150, and that included the clamp that we needed to replace. Now when we got back, obviously we didn't know at the time that the fuel return line clip had snapped inside of the injector, so we had to go back to City Spares and we got this for £30. Now here's an interesting point to make out. Now we only needed the one part, this one here, so they wouldn't tell us the one. It came as a unit and it cost us £30. So we got 3 spare ones that we could resell on, probably get £10 each. Now I'm sure that there are people who are doing it themselves and they may have broke a clip, and £10 as opposed to £30, and you can sell that obviously buy that part off you rather than going and getting a complete unit. So potentially you can make your money back on this by selling the good ones that are left. So potentially that could have cost us £150 to do the job. Now we did look at what caused the reason for us to break it, and obviously the injector had stuck a little bit because of the carbon build-up and it was awkward to get out. Now there is a tool that you can buy. We'll probably be investing in that for the future, and it's basically clamps onto the injector, and it's got a sliding hammer that you push up and free the injector. So overall, a job well done and a very good saving made. So £180 as opposed to potential 600, 800 or £500. So I hope you like the video. I hope it's give you some good ideas of what you can achieve yourself by having a go. If you need a video to watch on a particular removing the injector, because we didn't do that particular video, I know a guy, the one I watched myself was George Oysters. He's got a whole host of videos. Check him out, because I learn a lot online on YouTube, and it's helped me over a long period of time, and it gave me confidence to have a go myself. So I hope you like the video. We will do more videos on how you can save money on cars in general and jobs that you may need to do. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching.